Hey, guys. Good morning. Happy Saturday. If you're catching me live, say hi. Let me know as you're hopping on. I'm so excited. I have my friend Maria on here with me this morning. She's going to share her story with you guys. As you're hopping on, let us know who's watching, where y'all watching from. We can see the comments, so we want to chat with y'all, answer any questions you have. And if you're catching the replay, hit us with the hashtag replay. Excited. And y'all show my girl Maria some love as you come on. How are you doing, girl?
Good morning. How are you?
Well, Maria and I are in the same company. How long have you been with us now?
6.5 years.
6.5 years. And you guys, you may have seen her story. I posted a little bit of that the other day. But I really want her to chat with you guys. A lot of people, you guys see a lot of weight loss testimonies I share, and those are cool. Like, they get a lot of attention. People can see physical weight loss and they get excited. So I share a lot of that. But what we don't talk about enough, and what I definitely don't talk about enough, is the health benefits of what we do, and that people are taking this stuff for other reasons than to just lose weight, for one, but also, I have a lot of people who think that they couldn't promote this product or help other people because they haven't been there, they haven't lost weight, they don't feel like they can connect. But I'm really excited for you to share how you've been able to do that, because not only do you have an amazing health testimony, you have an amazing team and you're killing the business too. You've created an awesome income for you and your family. And TJ does this with you too. All right. So I want to hear how you do that. Tell us what brought you on this journey. What started your whole what got you interested in the product?
So I'm going to take you back a little bit before Truvy. In 2013, I had a couple of friends who were using this weight loss product. And at the time, my mother was pretty overweight, going through a lot of health issues, and I thought she could probably benefit from these products. She has had her bank account compromised a couple of times, so she was really funny about ordering things online, and I was like, fine, Mom, I'll sign up and I'll get your products for you.
That's really unique. I want because everybody that I've had on so far, when they all were interested in the product at first, but it was for them. You were interested in this for someone else. So yeah, you came into this one to help someone.
And I'll stand up. Everybody can see how tiny I am. I mean, I'm really little. I'm 50 years old, and I weigh around 100 pounds or so. So I didn't need to lose weight, but my mother did. And so I signed up, started getting the products to her. She lost 22 pounds in 3 weeks. And she began to feel better. One of the biggest things was she was having trouble with her knees and climbing stairs. Like, she would literally get on all fours, and try to climb stairs. And it was just breaking my heart. So a non-scale victory was she was able to climb stairs with no pain and with ease. So I thought, wow, maybe I need to try these products. Just so, again, I didn't need to lose weight, and I feared that I would lose weight. So I took it very slow in the beginning, and I really just wanted to try them so I would know how I felt using them, so I was able to promote them to people. Because I made a post on Facebook, and I was like, wow, my mom has lost 22 pounds in 3 weeks. Maybe somebody could benefit from this. Well, my Facebook started blowing up, and I thought, well, I better try these products just so I could see how I feel. And I suffer from a couple of ailments, fibromyalgia, IBS, the list goes on. And I began to feel better. I was not having any pain, and I felt better, and I was still seeing my mom feel better. And I thought, I bet other people could benefit from this. So long story short, in that company, I built kind of a team, not even meaning to. I was getting a little side money, so I was like, whatever, this is fine. But then a couple of years passed and people started dropping off and I couldn't understand it. So, I kind of stopped building because I kind of didn't believe in product anymore. Long story short, I found out that the formulator of that wonderful product in the beginning had left and started his own company. And I found that out from a couple that we all know and love, Kim and Randy Christopher. I talked to them and they said, look, Dave Brown has started a new company and he was the formulator of the product that I was using and promoting the other company. He's taken his formula and he started, at the time was True Vision in 2015. So I joined over with Kim and Randy. And it happened again. We had our amazing product back again. So I started promoting it again. I was a little nervous because I thought, well, my friends on Facebook are going to think I'm crazy, like the crazy girl with the new product, But I was able to, at that time, we were promoting the trial packs, the 7.5-day trial packs. I sold 50 of those in my first week.
Wow.
And if you do the math, that's like $850 profit in my first week. And everybody was loving it. And I started a Facebook group and I was throwing everybody into it. And it just exploded from there. A little part of my story, I kept taking the True Vision products. And at that time, I was going through a pretty nasty divorce. So I was stressed and I lost down to like 80 pounds. And I continued to take these products with the new company and True Vision, and I had gained to date 26 pounds. And I've never been able to gain weight due to a genetic disorder that I inherited from my father. I have 4 children, all big babies, 8 pounds and up, but that's the only time I could gain weight was when I was pregnant. So, these products have been a godsend for me, for my health. I've mentioned that I just turned 50. So I'm now in the wonderful menopause. So we do have products that help with menopause. Y'all can get with Karen about that. She can tell you about those if you're suffering from menopause. Those products are amazing. I'm talking about the Harmony patch.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I have since built an amazing team. I'm right on the verge of 4-star finally. So
Because 4-star is a huge deal. That's what I'm pushing for too. 4-star is a huge deal.
It is. It's life-changing. Well, every rank has been life-changing for me.
Yeah.
When I was going through my divorce, towards the end of it, I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and I had 2 children left at home, so I needed to support them still. And I did get a little bit of alimony to keep me afloat, but I needed to replace that because it was a limited time. So I set a goal for myself to go 3-star by, was it May of 2018? I believe. What year did I meet you? Yes, it was May of 2018 when I needed to replace the alimony income. And I actually achieved, which I needed to be 3-star. And I actually achieved that 2 months early in March. So that was very life-changing for me because I needed to be financially self-sufficient. So that was my first goal and I made it. And then TJ, come say hi. This is my new husband.
Hey, TJ.
Hey, everybody.
I met TJ. That's another long, exciting story, but
Really short story, actually.
I'll skip that. We met on a dating app. So anyway,
Hashtag Zeus.
yes, Zeus.com. If you're single, it's a great dating app. Anyway, we got married in 2018.
October, on my birthday.
On his 50th birthday
Oh.
of 2018. And we set a goal. He was IT manager at Harley Davidson, our local Harley Davidson. And we set a goal to bring him home from that job. And that was a huge goal for me. Like, it really scared me because, you know, having two of us work from home, he works the business as well. So he's got a nice team that's growing. So we reached that goal June of 2020. So he's now home full time, working the business full time.
That's
So
awesome.
he's early retired, really early retired at age 52. So that's pretty
So
awesome.
awesome.
I mean, most
That
people,
time freedom, I know, is the best thing ever. So, but I think a lot of people don't understand that too. Like, you see, you guys are working the business together. They don't understand you guys get to hang out together and help people all the time. And you
yeah,
have time freedom. Like, yes, you work, but
yeah,
do whatever you want.
it's awesome. I mentioned I have 4 children. Like, which way am I going? Sorry. There we go. I have 4 grown children.
And I have 3.
Oh, y'all got a whole crew.
The Brady Bunch. I also have 3 grandsons, and their mothers, my 2 daughters, both do work full time. So it's very nice to be there for the grandchildren when their mothers are working. I've had to go to doctor's appointments. I've had to take a kid and get his shots for school, and it's just nice to be able to drop whatever I'm doing and to be there for them. And
Yeah.
I can tell you, since we've retired him, we're doing fine financially. We're doing pretty good. We're able to go on trips whenever we want. We're taking the grandkids and one of my daughters to Wild Adventures. You know where that is, right?
Yes, I love Wild Adventures.
We've never been, so I'm excited.
Oh, you guys will have so much fun.
So that's kind of their Easter present, I guess, because we're footing that bill. So it's just really nice to be able to do those things and not worry about even little things. Like, I used to have to really budget for groceries, and we don't have to do those kind of things anymore. We have 2 Great Danes who eat a lot.
Dogters. We have 2 doctors.
Doctors. 2 girl Great Danes, and they eat a lot. So it's just nice to be able to go out and spend what you want and not really have to worry about it.
Yeah, not
And
stressed
most of
about
my life has not been like that.
it. And you're the same rank as me. And this is something that when things happen you have family, when things happen and you get sick or somebody gets sick and you have to kind of put your business on the back burner. It's always there, but you can't work. Like, life happens. And if you were doing a job and you had to take off work, you would probably lose your income, or you would have to use some of your retirement maybe or something. But with this, there's been times like I have not been able to work for a
Right.
week or 2 weeks, but because of what we've built, we have this residual income.
That's right.
You have come in, you're going to get paid regardless because you've done the work already, and your money just keeps working. Your work keeps working for you.
Yeah, and you've also built other leaders beneath you who are always going to have your back.
Yes.
As well, and that's important too. Like, you got to love on those leaders as well, for the times that you can't be available, and they always step up and are available for me.
Yes.
So proud of my
Brothers
team.
do
I couldn't
awesome
be here
job.
without my amazing team.
Right. And that is the relationships and building that team. Like they say we call them our team sometimes, but really, like, these people come like family.
Oh,
See all these people all over. Like, I have family now in California and Texas, and they're just all over. This is my little true family. And even people that aren't like directly on my up or down line too, like us.
Like us, yeah.
Crossed somewhere.
I don't even know where.
I mean, that's
But
the best.
made so many like good relationships and friends doing this.
And to be able to, I mean, I've traveled places across the US that I never would have gone had it not been for Truvy. I would have no reason to go to Missouri,
Yeah.
but we went
What
to
are some other
Summit.
places you guys have been to? Because I know you've been on some really awesome trips too.
Yeah, I mean, we've been to every summit, I think. Our very first summit was I don't even think it wasn't even called that. I don't even know what it was called. Were you here at the first one?
No, see, my first event would have been back when there was a True Ascent, and it was in Nashville. That was my first ever event.
So the very first one was in New Orleans.
Oh, I love New Orleans.
Oh, me too. I had just joined the company, and like a couple of weeks later, I was at this convention, and that's where I met Jonathan Brister for the first time. But I think we had maybe 50 people there.
Yeah.
It was, looking back on it, it's just crazy where we are now.
Yeah.
See all the people involved, but we've been to every True Summit. I've been to Nashville a couple of times, Orlando, Missouri, Night of the Stars. We've been able to go, like I said, I would have never gone to Missouri, but I love it. It's the cutest little place. So
We've even got to go to some of the friends that we've met sidelines post training parties in their areas, and we've been invited to them as well. And those are really fun. It's a smaller crowd. It's more intimate. You get to talk with people and really say what you feel and get answers to those questions that, you might not normally get in a larger event. So it's very important to continue to meet with people, as often as you can, as in intimate settings.
And they get you fired up.
Yeah.
They keep you fired up. There's so many events going on, with sidelines and corporate, like all year. So, the motivation that you get, if there are any builders watching this, get to events. Every event you're able to get there. Do whatever it takes to get there.
Anytime you get around, like, even just 3 or 4 people of us that are doing the same thing, like we just like meet up for food in Tallahassee sometimes, like just getting together with a few of us, we learn so much. You pick up off of each other and share tips, and you grow so much. So then, like, you get to an event like Orlando, and not everybody, but most people from the company try to get there, and you get to meet so many people and learn so much. And they have training for you where you're supposed to learn a lot there, but then you learn the most, like who you have dinner with, or who you're meeting up in the hallway, or hanging out with in the breaks.
What's working for you, and working for me, and
and those new people that may be on, I don't know who all's watching your group, what group you're in, but the coolest thing to me as a new guy at one time was our first event was in Orlando that I got to go to. It was 2 Orlandos ago, so it was 2018 Orlando. And, to meet 17, whatever, one of those years. But to meet the owners and the people that started this company and the corporate people, and to see how approachable they are. And I mean, like, Alyssa Coward's the top of the upline, and she'll talk to you like she's known you forever. She's such a sweet person, and these people want to help you. It's so awesome to see.
It just reminded me of a really funny story. The first trip that my husband ever went on with me for True Vision was the first Club 90 in the Bahamas. So this was his first event ever. I had already been to True Ascent. I went to A&P where we met up, and there was a bunch of us that went to A&P that year. So the first time my husband's ever experiencing any of this, we're on the cruise and we're meeting up, and we go sit in this, and he sits right next to Dave Brown. Has no clue who he is, has never spoke to him before. And we're talking, and Dave's like, "So how do you like the products?" And Scott says, "Oh, they're pretty good." He just started off. And I was like, "Pretty good? You're talking to them."
And you're like, "Whoa, that's Dave Brown."
He had no clue. But that was something that once he did realize, that was something that really touched him. He was like, you don't have to talk to me. I'm not anybody. But the founder and formulator of this company just talked to me like I was important. Like,
Right. And they really do care. I mean, like one of the events that we have here locally every year is the Stone Mountain Climb with Randy's
one of
group.
my favorite.
And, you know, to see, I mean, Dave carried his baby up the mountain, you know, but to see Dave and Sean and these guys, you know, they're health conscious. Trust me, we all know that. But they make it to the top, but then they go down and they help everybody else make sure they could get up there. That, I'm just telling you, you can't find people of that caliber anywhere, you know, and they're all right here inside of Truby. It's just
And
amazing.
Sean, this past climb, Sean did a TikTok with us.
Yes.
I'll have to send it to you.
And he
So
got jumped over at the bottom by that guy.
They're real people. Like,
Yeah.
they're just like us. And I have a story about the first time I met Dave Brown. Like, I already knew who he was, but the first convention in New Orleans, you know, it was early on. Like I said, we didn't have a lot of people there because we were brand new. So Dave was doing a lot of the grunt work for that event. And I came out of the ballroom that the meeting room we were in, and I saw him running back and forth, you know, doing stuff. And I thought, I'm just going to stop him. I have a question. And I did. I stopped him in the hallway and introduced myself, and he introduced himself. And I asked him, I said, why can, you know, this person take this product and lose so much weight, yet I'm taking it and gaining weight? And his answer was simple. It's TrueFix. Everybody needs to be on TrueFix. It corrected my blood chemistry and gave my body what it needed to start to hold on to protein and put on some healthy weight. And that was good enough for me. But my point is I was like kind of starstruck standing there talking to him, and we probably talked for 30 minutes, and we had just met.
Yeah.
Another founder at the time walked up to me. I'd never met him before in my life. And I knew who he was. He walked up to me and he said, I know who you are. And I was like, again, starstruck. And he said, you're the girl that's gaining weight. So he had already taken an interest in me, I guess, on Facebook and seen me talking about the product. So my point is they really do care about each individual person in this company.
They do. And I think that's one reason I have just fell in love so hard with this company is the owners and the care that they take and showing us that they do care. They care about people, like even with just the programs that we offer, like our 10K pledge program.
Yes.
One of my favorite things. One of my favorite things we offer. Just
We're looking at the dog.
encouraging people to go walk and giving them free things and prizes, encouragement to walk. Like, awesome.
And they reward you for it too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
benefits for that. So it's
I
awesome.
was telling, and I have so many customers that already use fitness trackers and things like that. When I tell them about it, they're like, what? Look, I'm already walking. Look,
I
give me
need
stuff
to-
for that.
I need to do that more. I always forget about it.
My problem is I'm so hard on Fitbits. I just had another one die on me.
You got to quit putting them in the dryer.
I'll do good for a while. I do good with them for a while, and I'll get up, you know, like 6 months or so, and then a Fitbit breaks, and I'm messed it up for a month. So start over. But
That's
hey,
not a
that's
good
what we
thing.
get like 25 reward points every month that we complete it, and that's free stuff. So, about growing the business, we have a lot of people who are skeptical. They've been shown everything. You know what I mean? They've been promised that if they just sign up for this, they can get rich. They've been burned. They've been burned. But what kind of advice do you give to them if they're curious about this, they can tell we're different. Most people can tell we're different. It's just a different company. We're not like most out there. What is your advice to someone who's scared and they've been burnt before?
On the business side,
Yeah. Well, business and product, because the same thing. I mean, you get people that get promised, oh, the product's going to do this, and then they buy something, they're stuck buying it for 90 days, and it does nothing for them. But I mean, with us, we have a different approach. We
yeah.
have the sample pack, but what do you say for someone who's they've been burnt by other companies before? They thought they could sign up and lose weight and make money, and they've been taken for it, and now they're scared.
Well, I kind of got burnt in that previous company.
Yeah.
And very deceived. And I was done. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't sit by and, I mean, these people were my friends that were buying this stuff from me. And I felt like I was lying to them,
Trade.
you know? But luckily, like I said, I had made a great friendship with Kim and Randy, and I trusted them. So when they talked to me about True Vision, because I had formed that relationship with them, I trusted them, and I sat back and I just kind of watched their progress, and they were doing great. So I thought there's something to this. So I guess you just gotta trust. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like, I got burnt in my previous marriage, you know what I mean? But thank goodness I was able to trust again and found my perfect man.
I love it. And
Little
I'm so glad you
shy.
joined us on here too, TJ.
Okay.
You know we don't get a whole lot of guys to speak
Right.
up
Well, and I
share.
can, and that's something that I really have a heart for is heart. That's a funny thing. Is getting more guys involved. And I think, weight loss in general, tends to be a more female thing, but there's a lot of guys out there that want to lose weight also. I just had a customer of mine message me yesterday that he's been on the product. He's a truck driver. He was extremely overweight. He's lost a good bit of weight and is feeling a lot better. And he said that he is now, and he posted on his Facebook page a link. He's wanting to share it with people, and think about the people that he meets on a daily that he can say, look at me, here's where I was, but they got it easy for all of us. I mean, of course, I had a wonderful teacher living with me, so
You got a good coach.
either do it my way or get out the door, I guess. But it's so simple. Try, share, and repeat. I mean, just backing up a couple of years ago, was it a couple of years ago? Last year, when I retired, not even a year. She had a surprise party for me at work that I didn't know about on my last day. And that was mid-June. And I took the weekend off just to, have fun and relax and not have to worry about going to work on a Saturday, for crying out loud, which, in any type of car dealership or any dealership, Saturday is your biggest day. So you never get that off. But Monday I started working my business, and in 2 weeks I went senior.
We went senior in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It can be done. I mean, the tools are there. You just, it's how much do you want it? I have a lady that's working underneath me. She's amazing. And her goal is to be 1-star by Summit. And I says, all right, well, I guess I have to do that too. So our goal is hopefully at Summit, you'll see us both walk across the stage as a 1-star. But you just got to do it. And if you have, I mean, it's easy to have faith in the products because they work. A couple of years ago, I had a heart attack. And
Climbing Stone Mountain.
yeah, well, I think it was, we did the Stone Mountain walk, and then we had training the next day. And that
At the Harley dealership.
where I work.
I think is that the only one you guys did at the Harley dealership?
We did 2 there.
Okay, I came to one there.
So
we had to set up for
All the chairs and
All-
stuff.
yeah, all the chairs and
We
tables.
borrowed the chairs from a big ballroom, down the street, but they were supposed to bring them over. That fell through. So her and I, Miss 100-pound girl here, and I wound up going and get 250, big comfortable chairs in the back of my truck, which took like what, 8 truckloads or something. I don't even know. I
It
mean,
was like 100 degrees that
yeah, it was
day.
100 degrees. I had to stop. Well, backup history for me, when I was in the Marine Corps, I got put in the hospital for 6 months, and I only have 70% of air intake as a result from that. So if I exert myself, I get winded a lot faster than most people, and I have to rest. So living, 20 years with that, it's just that feeling is just like, oh, okay, I know what it is. Give me a minute, I'll be fine. Well, that was all day Thursday. And Friday was the climb up Stone Mountain. I was like, baby, I'm sorry, I'm going to take the tram. I just, I still don't feel good from yesterday. And then the next day was all day training.
That Saturday was the all day
Right.
training.
And I worked it. And then Sunday it was like, I still don't feel good. Let's go to the ER. And for me to go to the doctor after living in the hospital for 6 months is something. So we went, and well, they put me straight in, and I had a 99.9% blockage in one of my arteries. So as you can imagine, my blood chemistry was all messed up. And this is where I'm pushing now towards my customers is several months ago, being in the Marine Corps, and I spent 25 years building broadcast facilities, crawling around on computer floors and stuff like that. So my knees are shot. And I was having a really bad knee problem. And I was like, my gosh, I can't even get up the stairs. So went to the doctor, and I had some water on the knee. So they were like, well, it's got to be infected. Let's take some blood, see what's going on. And that was probably the best thing that's happened to me, especially for my business side of things, because with Kaiser, who I'm with, you have a portal on your phone that you can go to and see all your results and stuff like that. So I looked at my blood chemistry report from everything they did, and every single one of my numbers, except for the white blood cell count, because I did have an infection, was in the low normal range. So if you think that, like she was saying, the product is not, and I push this, it's not a weight loss pill. It's a blood chemistry pill.
Right.
It fixes you from the inside out. And for me to go from heart attack problems to being better than ideal situation health wise, and as far as internal goes, then I'm super stoked, and I want to tell everybody I can about that. Okay, so you don't need to lose weight. Let me tell you my story, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I did want to lose some weight, but I wasn't huge. I was about 260 at my heaviest, which I'm 6'4". So, I mean, it's not that horrible. I had gotten down to about 240, and that's just about as far as I could get. So, of course, thanks to Zeus, I had Miss Wonderful here come into my life. And she was like, well, you need to start taking this stuff. So I did. And
I was just like, here, just take it.
just take it. You'll feel better.
What
And
does it do? I don't know. Just take
yeah,
it.
just take it. So, I mean, I did. And, like everybody else, wow, the energy was great. And, but I noticed, well, actually, I didn't notice. And this is this thing that all of you on here that are starting, that are saying it's not working for me, listen, do me one favor, throw the scale outside,
Yes.
put a blanket over the mirrors, and listen to everybody else that you
Yeah.
talk to, because people at work are like, are you losing weight? I'm like, no, not really. They're like, well, you're looking good. I was like, really? I haven't noticed anything. You look at yourself every day in the mirror, putting on makeup, doing your hair. Of course, that's not hard for me, but you don't notice those subtle changes. I mean, unless you're like microscoping all your measurements, and you got a scale that's got 8 decimal points out there, don't worry about all that. You get so distraught when you're like, oh man, I've been on this for 2 weeks and 1.5 pounds, but your pants are falling off. I mean, come on.
Tell them what you weigh now.
I'm gained a couple pounds in the last review, but for the first time since, and y'all can calculate this, 1990, I'm under 200 pounds.
Okay.
So
There you
it
go.
does work. It does work. And I, as of lately, haven't been as consistent as I probably should be. So I have seen some fluctuations, but I can still get all my new clothes on. And, you know, one of her sons bought me some skinny jeans for Christmas one year. And I'm like, oh, look, I'm 50 years old. I ain't wearing no skinny jeans. Have you seen my body? But I'm sporting them good now, and I don't mind. So, you know, I don't want to take over your meeting, and I'm sorry. 'Cause as you can tell, I'm really passionate about the product, the business.
And that, to answer your question, what advice would you give? I would say the first thing is trust your upline. If you're under Karen, she's going to always lead you right. And the other thing is just shout it to the world. Just tell your story. I mean, that's all I've done is, you know, I told my story about my mother because that's how I got involved in the first place. But, you know, now I have countless stories to share. So trust your upline. And just scream it to the world.
Try it, share it, and do it again.
That's
It's-
exactly right.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
And don't, if we're talking about the business, don't give up. Don't give up. It's very hard in the beginning, but the fruits of your labor are amazing. Like they're countless.
Yeah, I was just
Countless.
thinking today, you know, everybody talks about the journey. And when you're trying to lose something, it's all about the results. But when you're trying to gain something, it's about the journey. So let's flip that around and be happy and excited about the journey. I mean, okay, so some of us need to lose 20, 40, 60, 100, 200 pounds, whatever it is. Don't think about the 200, right? Be excited about the 1 pound, the 2 pound, the 5 pounds, and keep going. It's not that hard. Listen, and especially, and I think you're drinking one of them right now. I saw you take that drink. So how easier has it gotten? I mean, you look at what corporate's doing for us. They are constantly trying to refine things, make it better and easier for us. Now you can do one drink, get the benefits of both of the combo products. And I'm doing the Heart Hydration Plus right now because you can tell I got some energy, right? Like I need some more. But, you know, you want to feel good all the time. But yeah, don't worry about, I mean, it's going to come. We have so many friends that have lost so many pounds. And if you don't think so, like Nashville, I think the one you were at, they had everybody text how much weight they had lost, and they put it up on the screen.
It's mind blowing. Anytime we do that, we're all together and start adding up how much we've lost, blows my mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for 1 pound and I'm happy for you guys for 1 pound. So, you know, like we said, we're sidelines, but I help support anybody. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to help people, you know, reach their goals and whatever that is. But again, just it'll come. Let's get excited about the journey and not worry about the end of it. That's
right.
My point for the day.
And I wanted to touch on, you talked about support. That's one thing that is not lacking when you join this company.
Absolutely.
Is the support
down.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for hopping on here with me. I want to check the comments real quick to see if we have anything that have been paying attention. But I just see people tagging people. And Shelly, hey Shelly. Other people talking about Dave Brown, help with their quality of life as well. We love Dave.
Absolutely.
But I don't see any questions. But if you guys want to drop questions, we can come back in the comments and answer later. Maria will be in the comments answering too. Guys, drop your comments. Let us know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for taking time to come watch. Thank y'all so much for hopping on. TJ, thanks for hopping on with us.
Well, thank
Like
you for having
having you.
us. This was great.
That
This was
was-
exciting.
He was a surprise guest, sorry.
Yeah, and we might have to come back and have TJ again. Spotlight. I love the spotlight with men too. So
Yeah, come on, we'll get
thank
some
y'all.
men involved. I'll be happy to. I mean, I don't care.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us. It's been fun.
Yes, we'll have to do it again. Y'all enjoy your Saturday.
Okay,
Thank you.
babe.
Y'all
Everybody have an
too.
awesome weekend. See y'all later.
Bye.